After that, that's fine. So, all right, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Trackside with Tom. It is September 6th of 2023, and it is good to be back on the air. Welcome, everyone, back after our late summer hiatus. And I am here today with Mr. Sam Bolte. Sam, say hello to everyone.
Hello again after break.
Yes. Sam, you had to clear your throat first. You had to actually prepare yourself to speak before we got started.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, totally.
Yeah, I get it.
uh,
So, many interesting things have gone on in the last, 6 weeks. I think the last time that we did an episode was all the way back in July. I think it might have been the third week in July. But many interesting things to talk about. So thank you, everyone. It looks like we've got about 20 people tuning in here live. So appreciate all the support as we get kicked back off here. And let's see here. I think that we are going to go directly to Fort Madison today because we've got a couple of things to talk about in Fort Madison. So I'm going to switch off the image here. And literally, Sam can attest to this. I was just cruising around saying, well, where are we going to go? We're going to check out Fort Madison, see what's going on. And I turned this on and literally get the office car special. And this isn't like a geometry train. This is a full 14 or 15 car set of BNSF office cars. And there is the dome car is coming here at the end. The observation car at the very end. Yeah, I forget what the name of that dome car is, but yes. The full
14 cars. There you go.
So we got the full length dome, you've got the observation car on the end. And this guy is heading east toward Galesburg, so we may very well see him go by Galesburg after a crew change here coming up sometime this afternoon. So something to look for on the Galesburg camera later today for sure.
I'm not sure. I think it might be terminating Galesburg. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. If it's going to proceed on to Chicago, it will go past the Galesburg webcam.
77690 is the bridge, over.
So, now, we actually have I've done some updates to the Steel Highway, graphical design here. And I'm curious, we're going to get some feedback on this here later, but Sam, I know you have some opinions that you'd like to share with us as well. But you can see on our graphical update now, we've got the weather in the top left corner, the date and time. So with this Amtrak display, I feel like this warrants some explanation because apparently it's not 100% intuitive. So it's telling you the eastbound Southwest Chief is due into Fort Madison at 10:49 in the morning. And right now, it's telling you that it's 10 hours and 25 minutes late. So that means that it's going to be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, based on the current projection, before it's going to show up in Fort Madison. So, yeah. So that's what this 10:25 and then the L on the end means. So just so that everyone is aware, I wanted to make sure that we all know what's going on here. But this is, it's telling you the scheduled time, it's telling you the train number, the name, the destination, all that. But then it's telling you, okay, so this isn't this on this left side, it's not an updated arrival time. It's the scheduled arrival time. And then over here on the right side, we have the scrolling messages, which I feel like take up less space. I think they're less obtrusive than the old system, which didn't have as much information, and like something in this corner, something in that corner, something in the other corner. So in this case, it's telling you, hey, you know, this is this message, it's up for 15 seconds, and it switches to another message. And it just keeps scrolling and moving like that.
Yeah.
So, we'll come back to that in a little bit, though.
Oh, could you click live on Fort Mad there?
What's that?
Just so we're up. Could you click live on Fort Mad just so we're, you know, all...
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, here's another train.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yes. So we've got an eastbound domestic container train going by now. And JB Hunt trailers, Amazon Prime trailers. Yes, this would be, you know, classic ATSF type container train moving east here. It really looks like this, I mean, at least the head end anyway, it's all JB Hunt and Amazon. I don't know that I've ever seen it quite this consistent where it's just two parties.
They haven't quite like
there's an outlier. There's a couple ABF trailers coming in. All right, so while this guy is rolling by, let's get caught up on the comments. Hello, Michael Richmond. Hello, Tracy. Santa Fe Man. Eastbound Zephyrs passed the Ottumwa Cam this morning. Interesting. Thanks for that information. Daniel Swanson, good morning. Alan Hunt, Rich G, Tim Bink. Yes, the office car special. That's literally what we started with at Fort Madison. Thank you. Yes. Wolf River Rat. Tracy Barry Anderson, hello. Ryan Winan. Dave Kroger, good to see you. Riveted Rail Fan, hello everyone. Good to see everyone, yes. BNSF's Freak 747, good to see everyone. We got 37 people logged in. As we see, we're getting to the rear. We're getting to the mail section of the mail train now, going east, with all the UPS trailers with rubber wheels. So, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Jim M, good to see you too. All right. Well, I think we're pretty well caught up on our comments now, so let's go ahead and keep moving right along here. We have a fairly rare discovery that was made on one of the Dubuque cameras this morning. And this is actually going to segue into another change that I've implemented. If we can find Dubuque. Dubuque. Where is Dubuque? Oh, I know I'm going to find you. It's just a matter of scrolling far enough. And we see that, here it is, Dubuque Junction.
There you go.
Found it.
Okay.
So we have gone to a split screen setup at Dubuque Junction. And this is the first thing that I want to get an opinion on. We're going to actually start a poll here. This is going to be our first poll of the day, because we're going to do at least one. At least one more after this. So, do you like the split screen in Dubuque? Or on the Dubuque cameras? And yes or no. So,
okay.
Start the poll. Let's see what people have to say about this. So the reason I did this was because I did feel like that there was a lot of wasted space on both of those feeds. And quite honestly, in terms of the number of feeds that are going on YouTube at one time, it really is kind of nice. It really is kind of nice to be able to to be able to point out that you've got this, these on the top here, you've got the CN trains going by, that going to the left, going toward the Mississippi River and toward Illinois, and then on the bottom we have the CP, or CPKC, I suppose now we should be calling them. And yeah, it looks like that the overwhelming percentage, we've got 79% in favor of having the split screen, so that's good to know. I was pretty happy with implementing this change, and I do feel like that you don't really lose anything. I mean, you do lose some of that sky, and I know there are weather watchers on here that really do enjoy watching the cloud cover and storms go by and everything. But this is something that I feel like it allows you to not have to have two screens going at the same time. You can just have this feed going for Dubuque, and you can see everything going by Dubuque regardless of which line it crosses. So, Sam, in this particular instance, what do you think? Do you like having the split screen in Dubuque?
I think for Dubuque, it works fine, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yes, I think it works.
All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to find a Sioux Line switch engine that went by Dubuque. Do we have a timestamp for that?
I don't. Probably 9-ish. Like, check around 9 o'clock.
9 a.m., yeah?
Around that time. It was probably a little after, just, there you go.
I think I may have found it.
There it is.
Yeah, so this is a southbound train going through Dubuque. And we could probably turn that down just a hair. So, I mean, nothing too special about that 8000 series CP leader, but this Sioux Line 4411 that's coming up second. I mean, how many Sioux Line Jeeps are even left in the white and red paint?
Yeah.
It can't be too many.
Yeah, not many that aren't in deadlines, that's for sure.
Right. And as you can see from the paused image, this guy is not exactly in great shape. There's a lot of peeling paint on the side of that long hood. So
yeah, but yeah, it definitely could look worse.
It definitely looks like it was missing a number board off the back too. I don't know if you caught that or not.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, somebody probably took it.
Yep.
Owing this community, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a southbound 260 type train heading south on the Marquette sub, and for anybody down in the Clinton area or Quad Cities, you're going to see this guy showing up here sometime tonight. So while this guy is rolling by, let's see here. We got some more messages to catch up on. Miss Railfan in Dubuque. For this location, I can see it, not in Neenah. Interesting. So you like the split screen here, but not in Neenah. That's good to know.
I would agree with that too. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. K-Train. Long time no see. That's right. Michael Richmond. Yep, we got. All right. 912. Yep, we found the timestamp for it. And great to see the Sioux Line back around. Yes, definitely. And yes, Tim Leister, hello to you. And 2 of 3 that are active on CPKC. 2 or 3. Yeah. All right. Now, this is interesting. I have never seen these AM GONs. AIMX.
Yeah. They're probably on these types of trains, like, very often. I see them a lot.
Do you want to do a reporting mark search on those and see what they come up as? These AIM?
Well,
because it looks like they're loaded with scrap.
21102 21102. What was the reporting mark again?
It was AIMX.
Okay. It's probably scrap.
So I would guess that scrap headed to SSAB outside of between Nahant and Muscatine. But
let's see.
It's definitely interesting. I have not seen those before. And especially to see brand new ones.
So it's definitely like less than 5 years old or something.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, just excuse me. Yeah, that looks like they're just scrap guns, larger ones than your typical. Not as high. Like how high would they normally be? Like 8, maybe.
Oh, half this high, I would say. Most of the scrap guns are about half that high.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
But the thing is, with scrap, it's not loaded particularly densely. So you can fit a lot in. It actually takes up a lot of space, even though it doesn't pack down very well.
Yeah.
We got a KCS SD70, it looks like, for a mid-train DPU.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
All right, so we're going to end the poll. We have 85% of 27 votes that like the split screen in Dubuque. So thank you for your feedback.
Yeah, and I also think it determines on certain context. Well, some of these cameras with split screens. I think this works very well, but like somewhere like Nina, I don't know if. I don't know. That's my take of it.
Sure.
I don't know. Let's see. I just gonna look back.
American Iron and Metal is what somebody put in here. Apparently, that's American Iron and Metal.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, AIM. I mean, it makes sense. So this is interesting. Those AIM hoppers all the time on the CN Fulton sub. So this Luke, riveted rail fan here, he is he's down in the Memphis area. So thank you for the information, guys. Definitely appreciate it. Former NS High Hood Jeep on CPKC M280, now former NS 5002 going to RSEX, likely headed to oil refinery. I don't know. I don't have any information on that, but I know we've seen some high-hooded Jeeps go across the Iowa Interstate recently. Been going out to Des Moines to do some switching for the NS out there. And what is it? Currently, is there one in Des Moines that's supposed to be on its way back now?
I think one just went back to Des Moines, I think.
Yeah, I think one went out and one's coming back. I'm pretty sure. They had a pair of them out there for a while.
I don't know if it's coming back. I know one for sure is coming out. Like, it should be there by now.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have... up. We should be having a train here anytime.
Where at?
Wapaka.
Wapaka?
I think we should go there next. Yes.
All right.
Then you gotta meet at Nelson's. That works. Actually, we got about 3 trains coming here probably within the next half hour or so, give or take.
Exciting. Well, let's go ahead and jump over to Wapaka. And as we're skipping around cameras here, we do need to make sure and say thank you to our hosts at the Lost Duck Brewery in Fort Madison, and All Seasons Trucking in Dubuque, and now the Nelson Strike Zone in Wapaka. Oh, it's raining pretty hard here in Wapaka.
Yes, it is. Whatever it is, it's going through Waiwega right now.
Oh, so it's a little ways out yet. All right.
Well, what milepost? Okay, wait. We're at 220?
Yeah.
And they are probably 5 miles or less. Yeah, maybe a little less. Let's call it like 4.
Yeah.
Like 4 miles out.
So we'll jump away from
do you want to take a look at Belle Plaine?
Actually, I was going to go over to Grand Mound.
Oh, sure. That works.
Yeah, let's go over to Grand Mound quick and take a look at that. So, this is a question that you wanted to ask here.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Now, interestingly, we are still replacing the crossing in Grand Mound.
Sounds good. You guys are good to do what you need.
However many months later, we're still working on replacing the crossing in Grand Mound. All right, we're gonna mute that.
Oh.
I don't know if these guys are standing back because there's a train coming.
Well, one went by 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
If we want to take a look at that.
So,
or at least the leader, but yeah.
Let's go.
15 minutes.
Go back about 15 minutes and see. And then I know that you had a question that you wanted to ask about Grand Mound that you'd like to pose to the group, correct?
Yes.
All right. So here comes
our. Yep. And I saw this train in real life, and I didn't know. I saw it on my way home, but I didn't know what was leading it. There it is. So
yes.
That's great. Ugh.
KCS leader on a loaded coal train.
Yes, the one time it isn't a UP.
Uh-huh.
That's just how it works, I guess.
I guess so. Now, so you have some concerns about the information bar here at Grand Mound. So share with us what you think.
Okay, this is just me personally, but well, are we gonna start, or should I just tell you how I feel?
Well, share the nature of your concern.
Okay, yeah. So I personally, I think it takes up a little too much of the screen, and I think we could, maybe convey the same information in the description. I like the weather part. I like that. We could keep that, in my opinion. But other than that, I say we can maybe keep that stuff in the description, because the way I see it is less on the screen is better, especially for live cams. And you know what I mean.
Right. So
yeah, that's my opinion.
Now, what I would tell you is that, in my own defense here, of course, I am trying to roll out these information bars to all the cameras. And it does not in any way obstruct the view of the train going by. Can we agree on that?
Yes, but yeah.
So, let's just we're using Grand Mound as an example, but we're going to ask for any of the cameras going forward, do we like the information bars? Do we like having the scrolling banner and the weather and the clock and everything else along the top? Or would you rather see that information in the description of the channel?
Yes,
let's
so
see
like
here.
a
How are we gonna
minimal,
ask this?
a minimalistic. Do you want the black bar or a minimalist? Pretty much that. I also think it also depends on each cam if it looks better with it or without it. I think for possibly PTZ, I don't know if that's a great idea, but maybe for some station cameras, it's a better idea.
It's we're using it for Madison, right? I already showed that off. Should be in description. Okay, we're gonna start another poll. We've got it going. Do you like the information bar at the top of the screen? Yes or no, it should be in the description.
Oh, hey Tom, can you go live real quick? Gates are speak.
Yeah. Oh, we got
here
another
we go.
one. Oh, we got a ballast train.
Yep.
With an SD60? No, SD70 on it.
There you go. Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Yep, so they're doing their work all around here.
What are these
they've been going-
SI reporting marks? That's something else I've been trying to figure out.
I think it's like Seattle something. It's something weird.
So I know that the UP has started, in some cases, resurrecting reporting marks from railroads that they've absorbed over the years.
Yes, and I believe that's what it is in this case. I believe that's what it is.
Because that's what that CHTT is, the CMO. Those are old railroads that were merged in. But I don't know what SI is. So, all right.
Yes, Spokane International. Yes.
Spokane International.
I thought it was Seattle. Yes, that's
All
what
right.
it is.
Well, that is good to know. All right, so we got that. Now let's jump back over to Wapaka, and we will take a look at that webcam again.
It should be approaching any time now. I think that we've had enough time to go by. It is raining pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so as we go back over to Wapaka, gosh, it is really raining hard out there today.
Not here, because
Yeah, but however many miles to the north of us, that about 5 hours north of us up at Wapaka, it's raining hard, and we're gonna have a hard time seeing this train until we get some headlights. I won't be able. Usually, you can see when the gates start to come down, but we can't even see that really.
Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to zoom in, and we're gonna see if we can see it.
Oops, turn the volume.
There we go.
All right, so while we're waiting for this train to show up, we're going to talk about... All right, so we are getting some more comments here. Let's see here. The BNSF office car train was a Kansas City to Galesburg. Yep. All right. So that is apparently terminating at Galesburg, yes. Oh, and we have our camera operator. He's trying to zoom in on the crossing. Man, that is such a...
Yeah, I wonder who's doing that.
I'm pretty sure it's either Wolf River or HO, one of the two. So we appreciate the camera tool.
I got it. I'm working it right now.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never worked this one. So I don't even know how this... I don't see any presets, or I don't see any, sets right. Let's see.
This one has got a little different controls than some of the others. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not quite used to it.
So we can see the cars going over the crossing down there. All right, let's get caught up on some more comments and see what we got here. Work train on the Loudon siding. Monday. Crossing project. Ballast car. All right. That's good to know, Dave.
Yeah.
Concert. All right.
What the heck?
Block at Wapaka. All right, so we got some comments here. Looks fine, doesn't bother the train view. Looks fun to me. Looks good. I like it. Top is okay, but the bottom is too much. Interesting. Oh yeah. Hey. Hello, Brett. Hello, HO Scale. How you doing? As is works for me. Hello, Werner. And the survey says, yes, exactly. And the survey says, do my best Steve Harvey impersonation there. Oh, come on. I get to make my jokes. This is my program. I get to make my jokes. Come on.
I never thought I'd hear that out of your mouth.
Right. I'll tell you. So this is maybe like a guilty pleasure that I admit to, but I really enjoy watching Steve Harvey and the Family Feud. I think that some of his reactions and some of the things that he does is just fantastic. I really enjoy that. But anyway, I digress. Sometimes you have the Grand Mountain logo popping up next to the permanent Grand Mountain logo. Yeah, and that, you know what? That's fair. Because it's in the rotation on the scrolling text, but it's also there permanently. Radio Dirt Cars, and Daniel Swanson, Spine Line, CNW. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that CNW 6706 went through. Yes. Went by Iowa Falls. Barry Anderson, Spokane International, that's right. Alan Hunt, Sacramento Northern, something like that? Yeah, I think you need to compare notes with Barry, apparently.
No, it's definitely, it's the Spokane International.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yep.
All right. Could
And
use
this
the rain
train-
in Iowa. That is correct. My lawn is looking very parched out here.
Oh, here we go. There are the crossing. Well, I guess I can see it. It'll be a little delay in the thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, I don't know. Not really, because they see it when I see it, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't see
can
the
see
gates
it
coming
on
down
the-
just
on the
yet, but it's
camera
got to be
control.
close.
Yeah, I can see it on the camera controls.
Do we have any sort of a prediction of what this train is going to be?
It's super short, so probably something short. Probably
All right,
maybe
now
something
I'm seeing the
to watch.
crossing gates going down.
Oh, there we go. We got Dash 9 and what is that? City
Are
Rail?
you
Oh,
just, you're just
Potash.
going to give the whole thing away here?
Oh, no.
You got to let us catch up. You're a few
I'm gonna
seconds
come
ahead
out.
of us. It's
I
all
think
right.
that's what
I'm
it
just
is.
giving you a hard time.
There we go. Let's see. I'm going to try and get a good view before it goes. Okay.
Yes. All right, so
Yeah, that should be good enough.
just coming into
There
view
we
for
go.
me now. And yes, it looks like it's potash on the head end at least. Let's see how
Nice.
good Sam's camera work is.
It's a little slow, so I need to put this step up. There we go. Okay. Oh,
So
there it
at some
goes.
point, right, Wapaka is still showing the old style of information across the top here. It hasn't been upgraded yet.
Yes, and I think for something like this, the PTZ cam, it should stay like this. That's my opinion. But like for static stuff, I think that'd be fine. But like I get it for Fort Mad because of Amtrak and stuff.
Right.
And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out.
All right, so
There we go.
we are being told that this is a solid potash train, or a unit potash train, as he
Yes.
disappears into the rainstorm, heading toward Stevens Point. So
There we go.
we get, let's see here, we got some comments here. Richard Dawson, yeah, there's a throwback. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. Steve Harvey, yep. His reactions make the show. Absolutely. Steve Harvey saved Family Feud. Look at that. We got some strong opinions here about Family Feud today. Yes, 58 people watching actually as of the moment that I'm looking right now. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Trackside with Tom. Definitely appreciate it. And, all right, as we continue to read through this, news on Imlay City, nothing to report at this time, but a potential webcam location for in the future, Imlay City, Michigan, so I will continue to follow up with that.
What is that? What line
Imlay
is that?
City, Michigan.
No, what line? I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's on the Port Huron line.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it would be considered north central Michigan, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, do we want to move to Munger real quick? Looks like we got a train.
All right, let's go to Munger.
Oh, well, a little too late, but we can still back up a little bit.
Yeah, we can scroll back and watch it. That's fine. So thank you to Nelson Strike Zone for our Munger camera, and thank you to the City of Grand Mound for hosting us at the replica Grand Mound C&W passenger depot. And, all right, so we're going to back up a little bit here.
and yeah, okay.
Yeah, just like a minute or so. Or a couple minutes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so how long has it been like that with those mileposts up on the top left? Because I have not noticed that.
That's I don't know, since shortly after I put the camera up.
I don't. I'll have to look back.
I'm not sure exactly how far back, but
maybe in the highlights. Because my concern is it's kind of blocking rainy subtrains, like somewhat.
Well, yeah, but look at how far this is zoomed in right now, also.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, what have we got for power on this ore train? I saw that Bessie unit in the middle. We've got the 408 leading.
Yep. And then 900.
Man, this guy is just crawling up the hill. And then, what is the third unit? Let's take a look and see. 408 and the 900, and that looks like... Gosh, I can't tell for sure. Is that one of the tunnel motors?
They're all 3 tunnel motors.
Yeah.
Yep. They got the 408, whatever's second out, I think probably 906 or 909 or whatever, and then the 900.
The 900 is third out. All right.
Yep. Yep, we got 906. Yep. And I don't know who was controlling this, but yeah.
Well, they got us a nice roll by here at the crossing. Yep. 408, 906, and 903 it looks like.
Or yeah, is it the 903 trailing?
I think, yep.
Nope, 903.
BLE 903.
There you go.
Yep. With an empty ore train going up to the top of the hill. All right, so as we're rolling this guy by, let's see here. A few more comments. Riveted Railfan, love those CREX locomotives. Much needed variety on the CN. I can agree with that.
408, notch 4.
We'll turn this down just
17 miles an
there.
hour everywhere over. One thing I heard was 17 miles an hour.
And
Can I get notch restriction? I got a notch restriction, notch 4 restriction. Can I get that bumped up to at least a 6 so I can maintain track speed over?
oh, he's having a notch restriction. He's trying to talk to either the dispatcher or the power desk, one of the two.
Oh yes, because you have to do that on CN. That's right.
Uh-huh. I don't think it's just the CN. I think all the class ones are adopting that. But some classic DMIR Origenies, or as someone pointed out, Santa Fe Man, the Forrest Gump train. And hello, Tyler. Hello, Falling Up. Thanks. Let you know you back live stream, and you can hear the locomotive drive in the office. Okay. DMIR and BLE motors are former SP in St. Louis Southwest. 903 is the only one of those units I haven't seen. Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for the compliments, everyone. Definitely appreciate it. And we have our ore train going by, and we are at the Munger Tavern and Grill here outside of Cloquet at Munger, Minnesota. So, thank you to our host here. And so we're gonna do a little bit of a segue here, Sam. And
all right.
We're going to actually switch gears as I put up the banner for Trackside with Tom. we're going to switch gears and we're going to go over to look at some photos because we need to talk about the latest magazine that came out. Because Steel Highway issue number 8 is at the printer as we speak. And it is going to be going, it should be in the mail, because this is a short week, I think it's going to be on the mail either Monday or Tuesday of next week. And so I wanted to share some of the photography that ended up going into this magazine. And the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to pull up the cover. And we'll show that off first. So this is, well, it's the Milwaukee 261, but this is a Bailey McMillan photo of the Gourmet Express trains that the 261 crew ran in conjunction with Twin Cities Western. They're not doing them this year, I don't think, but they did them the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've been doing it for quite a while, so I'm a little surprised they're not doing it this year.
Right. I feel like they did it 3 or 4 years in a row leading up to last year, and now they took a year off maybe. So
Yeah. They minus 2020, they've done it, I think, at least since 2015.
Right.
Maybe even since they rebuilt it, in 2013, 14, whatever, around there. So it's a little surprising.
So this is our cover photo. So thank you, Bailey McMillan, for submitting that. And obviously the photo, we're going to share a couple photos here, but you can go to the steel-highway.com website. You can order this magazine. You can order back issues. You can subscribe for the whole year, however you want to do it. If you subscribe for the whole year, we do get you caught up with the previous issues so that you can enjoy the whole year and then renew at the first of the year. So the next photo I have here is actually from Gilbert Sebenst, and this is an Amtrak detour that I don't believe was due to flooding. I'm trying to remember the notes that Gilbert sent me along with this photo. I think that this was due to a derailment. It was
a pile up by, I think, Chillicothe.
Yeah. So,
somewhere around there, I do believe.
Yeah, so this is at DeKalb, and it is detouring over the UP, former CNW. And at this time, cab signals were still required, so they had to have a UP leader. So this is a westbound. Is this a westbound California Zephyr or a westbound Southwest Chief? I don't remember which now.
What's that?
I'm trying to remember if
this is the CA Zephyr.
California Zephyr, yes. So this is a westbound California Zephyr, and he is detouring over the UP and going to be handed back off to BNSF at Omaha.
Yes, and whenever the next time this happens, whenever that would be, those Amtrak units would be leading.
Potentially, yes.
Keep that in mind.
If the UP doesn't, throw a stink and tell them they have to have a UP leader for some reason, but yes.
Yeah, which wouldn't make any sense to me, so I think we just get an Amtrak leader.
Yeah. So this is a classic shot, obviously, the former coaling tower there at DeKalb, which is still standing, and the DeKalb Depot is there. You can still shoot photos, even though it's been closed for a long time. It's railroad property, everything else, but a lot of neat stuff in DeKalb. So thank you for having this photo submitted. And we are going to look at just a couple more here. Another one that I wanted to show off. This is from a new photographer, Larry Amalou. And he has submitted this photo of the CNW Heritage Unit on Metra leading, and I apologize if I don't get this abbreviation quite right, but I think it's the AARPCO, which is the American Association of Rail Passenger Car Owners, I think is what it stands for. But So this is a departing shot. They're leaving downtown Chicago and heading for they're heading past the Amtrak coach yards here, and I don't remember where the destination of this was, but Larry submitted this photo. It made it in the magazine, so we definitely appreciate this particular submission. And let's see here. A couple more photos that I wanted to share. And I have, oh yes, Patrick Shea. I don't know if he's online with us here today, but Patrick submitted this photo of the Sioux Line Jeep 30 that is operated by the Duluth Transportation Museum. And this is one of their excursions running from Duluth to Two Harbors.
This would just have been running just to the north end of town.
This is one of the in-town ones? Well, so,
yes.
All right. So they operate excursions as far as Two Harbors, but not all of them go all the way to Two Harbors. I guess that would be the better way to say it. Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is, they're using a stainless steel dome car. They've got some GN painted passenger and baggage cars back there in the back, and then the Sioux Line Jeep 30, which I know that the folks in Duluth are very, very proud of. So thank you to Patrick Shea for submitting this photo. And I had one more photo that I wanted to mention before we move on. So we have an entire article in this magazine which is dedicated to the passenger runs that the Burlington did after steam service had been ended, but they did a whole series of passenger runs primarily with two locomotives. And this is a Marty Bernard photo, and it shows the two locomotives in excursion service here. So this leader is the CB&Q 4960, and it is leading the second engine, which I think is the 5632, which the first one is a 282, and then the trailing unit is a 484. So we have this entire article about, I think, 8 pages of text and photos and everything that's devoted to the CB&Q steam program. So I would definitely, check that out. It's definitely one of the real highlights of this magazine. And Marty Bernard was gracious enough to share a lot of his photos that he took of these steam excursions when they were happening. So, that was everything that I had from the new magazine. So a little bit of shameless self-promotion there, I suppose. But I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that that is out. It's for sale, and it will be shipping out next week. And thank you everyone who submitted photos, and thank you to everyone who has purchased the magazine. And I'm really looking forward to getting some comments back once it arrives at your doorstep. So we got about 11 minutes left here, Sam. You got some more timestamps to share with us?
Not right now.
All right.
So I've been just kind of looking.
Well, I'm going to jump over because I realized, a new webcam to announce that we have not talked about on the air yet. And that is Savannah, Illinois.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Wait, this hasn't been on Steel? I guess it hasn't. Right.
I haven't done a live episode since this went on the air. So we need to give everybody a little bit of background about Savannah, Illinois. So, there is a passenger car museum in Savannah. This is north of the BNSF and CPKC Diamond on the east side of Savannah. So we're looking down toward the diamond. You can just kind of barely see it going across at the perpendicular. The signals are actually guarding the diamond. And the Railcar Museum is the City of Savannah passenger car, which has been partly restored and partly converted into a museum. Definitely worth going down there to check it out. And lots of great rail action to see in Savannah. So to give you a little bit of perspective, this is about halfway between Galesburg and East Dubuque. So the trains that go by on the overhead, the closest track of the overhead at the Galesburg webcam, those are going up the Barstow sub. We're looking at the Aurora sub here, but about 2 miles past this location in the direction that we're looking is a place called Plum River, which is where the Barstow sub comes into the Aurora sub, and they join up, and then that traffic gets on the Aurora sub to head up toward La Crosse and St. Paul. So in this case, we're looking south, and we're looking toward the CPKC Diamond. So in this case, the CPKC going to the right is going toward Iowa. And then those trains you would see go by, for instance, the Bellevue camera if they go right and turn north, or the Clinton camera if they go over to the Iowa side and turn south. And then going the other direction is going towards Chicago. So in both cases, going away from the camera is going towards Chicago on the Barstow sub, or excuse me, on the Aurora sub. If they turn south, they go down towards Galesburg on the Barstow sub, and then going to the left is going west, or excuse me, going east on the CPKC Chicago sub as well. So let's back up here a little bit and find a BNSF train. So we definitely
I've got one.
What's that?
Go to 622 this morning.
622 this morning. All right.
And here's an example. I just randomly found this, but here's an example. I think I don't. Okay, well, that's 638. There we go.
A little too far.
I think something, or the black bar for this camera doesn't work as well. You'll see why here in a second, because this is like the default view, and you'll see here in a second. Yeah, it kind of blocks a little bit of the train. When you see it, you'll see it here in a second.
Oh yes, it definitely does. When the train gets close enough, you're talking about how the top of the train does disappear a little bit underneath the bar.
Yes. And this is, yeah. And then with the intermodal, it also gets...
Right. No, I definitely see what you're talking about.
Yeah, so for something for like this, I think like small text would be better, up on top. Yeah.
I mean, part of this is that just by the nature of the perspective of the train coming toward you and being this close, some of it's going to disappear off the screen no matter what you do, because even if I took the bar completely away, the tops of the cars still disappear off the top of the train. Or excuse me, the top of the screen. Regardless.
Yeah. But yeah,
I take your meaning. I get what you're saying. All right. We are going to close down the poll. So thank you, everyone. We had 74% out of 43 votes saying that they like the information bar at the top of the screen at Grand Mound. So thank you, everyone, for participating in the poll, and thank you, Sam, for sharing your opinions and insights on this as well. This is a work in progress, right? I'm trying to make things better. I'm trying to experiment with new things, and this is one of the things that I feel like it adds a lot of value. It just has to be implemented correctly. So
yes, for sure. Yeah. Would it be possible? Okay, here's an idea I just came up with. I don't know if this is really possible.
Yeah.
But would it be possible for the background, instead of it to be black, like transparent?
Oh,
Like,
transparent background? Then you wouldn't be able to read
Yeah.
the date and timestamp over on the left.
well, no, I'm not. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the scrolling and like to change the instead of it having white text, change it to a different color so it wouldn't blend in. I just thought of that now,
Right.
so I don't know. Yeah.
So the problem is you'd get to, like at night, for instance, you have to have white text during the day and black text at night. That's kind of the old adaptive text that I used to use on some of the cameras.
Or wouldn't it be black in the day? Or what?
Yeah, black during the day and white at night. Yes, that's what it would have
Yes.
to be.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah.
Looks like it's run time now if you want.
Let's see.
Can I get Lake
So,
It's
all
not really
right.
been busy today.
Well, we are getting close to the end of the program here. I do want to thank everybody for coming online with us today. And we are going to be going directly into a members-only program next. So trying to do more programs with the membership and trying to encourage more membership to the channel as well. As the message is literally scrolling up top, become a member and support the channel, Steel Highway YouTube channel, right? So yes, this is something that we're definitely working on and trying to make improvements anywhere we can find them. So thank you everyone for tuning in today. We are going to call it a program, and we're going to be jumping on next in about 2 minutes for the Steel Highway Members Program. So, Sam, any
Yes.
final thoughts for us before we go?
Nothing really at all. No.
All right.
Anybody in the chat? Let's see.
Track and time number 305. 305. September 6th. SIX 20.
Yeah, it looks like people are agreeing on this one for this cam.
Yeah, to adjust the bar
Yes.
differently.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because like I said, it really does depend on. It does. That's an important part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
7:30:07.
So
Let's see.
Well, thank you everyone.
Okay.
We're gonna jump off, and we will be online again next week at noon Central.
626 DAF.
Bye bye.